The 2024 AfCFTA Business Forum, dubbed Biashara Afrika 2024, was hosted from October 9 to 11, 2024, bringing together key regional, continental and international public and private sector stakeholders in trade, industry and investment. Themed Dare to Invent the Future of the AfCFTA, the forum focused on sectors like agriculture and agribusiness, pharmaceuticals, automotive, transport and logistics, and digital technologies, driving cross-sector engagement and partnerships.
The National AfCFTA Coordination Office was set up in 2020, and its mandate is twofold. One is to act as the liaison office with the AfCFTA Secretariat, which is housed in this same building. And secondly, to also create an enabling environment for Ghanaian traders and businesses and stakeholders to be able to take advantage of the benefits of AfCFTA. One of our main objectives was to ensure that Ghanaian businesses are enabled to access the huge opportunity that Africa has out there.
The understanding that intra-African trade in this continent will enhance trade, will enhance job creation, the development of economies in this continent of ours. It will make trade more fairer, more transparent, and allow for innovation, especially from the young people of this continent who have the best ideas and the best minds.
We started this business from an export-driven direction. So the whole idea was to create value in Ghana and then push the products typically to Europe.
Rosewood as a business is focused on sustainability. We are leveraging on our traceable cashews direct from its source. We are very safe to consume the rosewood cashews.
The name of my business is Vinegfos. We are into production of coconut oil, palm oil, shito, granule paste, roasted granules, gari and kokunte.
The reason behind Royal Optimum Company Limited, of which True Native is our branded trademark of our personal care products, is to basically manufacture or produce high-quality personal care products.
Auto Couture has been in establishment since 2019, and this is our 5th year. We are a male-dominant fashion brand, and in terms of growth, we've tried to reach outside markets, be it the United States and UK.
The African Continental Free Trade Area is an institutional body that facilitates growth. They support businesses to foster their expansion to various African markets.
The biggest trade markets in Africa.
The AfCFTA program is to promote, and let me use the word empower, intra-African trade between the African countries.
I went there and I met with Dr. Farid. So he took me through everything about AfCFTA, and since then, the rest has been history.
The National AfCFTA Coordination Office led Ghana's participation, with 18 Ghanaian businesses receiving support from the United Nations Development Program, the GIZ Trade Hub Ghana, the Mastercard Foundation, and the AfCFTA Secretariat. These businesses, representing sectors such as beauty and cosmetics, agro-processing, beverages, garment and textiles, leather and crafts, and construction, emerged as standouts at the forum, securing multiple distributorship deals and business-to-business arrangements. As Ghana's designated AfCFTA Implementation Coordination Office and liaison to the AfCFTA Secretariat, the NCO has been relentless in its pursuit of making Ghana Africa's #1 trading partner and positioning Ghanaian businesses to harness the full potential of the AfCFTA.
It was my first time in the eastern part of Africa. I was very happy being there because I realized, first of all, it was a well-coordinated event. Everything was on point, from organization to the local AfCFTA chapter that helped us get there. It was amazing.
The Biashara African Forum was a platform for Rosewood as a business to interact and then establish connections and contacts for future partnerships. Our next steps post Biashara is to leverage on the connections that we built. We really want to expand our reach beyond Ghana, so we want to explore the East African country. We want to leverage on these connections and then penetrate the market.
The Biashara event really helped grow our business because it has exposed us to the African market, and we were able to seal a deal, one deal, during the event.
We were able to interact and meet with different producers and different customers all over Africa. We had a meeting with one guy who is one of the fashion heads in the country, and since then we've been in interactions. I was able to leave some of our products with him to also sell because he had a shop, and through that we are trying to also have like an African market shop where we can have our products there.
Through the Biashara, I met a couple of people, Ghanaian businessmen, who introduced me to very nice, affordable packaging companies. And they have been very, very helpful to us. As you can see, our products can compete with any international products. Even during the Christmas season, we had a couple of people coming in from East Africa to take our products.
Over the last 5 years, NCO has reached out to a huge number of Ghanaians. Now, AfCFTA is a buzzword across the country. We've had about 3 national conferences. We've had several training and sensitization workshops and engagements across. We've been able to establish AfCFTA desks in more than 15 agencies across the country to help us with the implementation. Over the last 5 years, we've been able to groom and prepare Ghanaian businesses, and we've taken out over 300 Ghanaian businesses to various African countries, namely to Kenya, to Tanzania, and to Cairo. When you talk about trade across Africa, so long as Ghana was concerned, you were talking about ECOWAS. Now, a lot of Ghanaian traders through us are going to other places. Ghanaians who participated under our programs themselves paying to participate in the Sabasaba, which is the international trade fair that took place in Tanzania last year.
I think this year the theme really unpacks what we wanted to achieve. We wanted the whole of the continent to really imagine a future where a full implementation of this agreement happens. What would this mean to young people of this continent? What would this mean to women-owned initiatives? And what would this mean to the overall economy of the continent? I think that's the message that we wanted to take out. And I'm glad to say we've had wonderful discussions that really unpacked that all of us should really dare to dream a continent that fully embraces and implements this agreement.
I would like to thank AfCFTA and the NCO. I would like to thank GIZ as well. They created the opportunity for us to go to the Eastern markets.
I want to thank NCO for supporting my trip and also supporting our marketing, introducing us to the African market.
I just want to say thank you to each and everyone who attended the Biashara 2024. It's been a wonderful experience. We thank you for participating. We thank the exhibitors who came far and wide, who made sure that they bring their products to display them in this forum. We thank you, members of the private sector, who brought your own executive, SMEs, young and old, to really appreciate what the envisaged dream of this continent is. We are the mad men and women, as former President Thomas Sankara wanted us to be, who are daring to invent the future we want for ourselves. Until next time, we can't wait to see you again.
What I would advise is that all nations working together should look at developing policies with an intent to access markets, dropping down your barriers, reducing the tariffs, the non-tariff barriers, removal of all the restrictions that prevent movement of goods from one end of Africa to the other, and then facilitating and encouraging our traders to focus more on the African continent.